So we did see that the first round of matches in the Duleep Trophy of 2024 is over now, and there have been a lot of takeaways, a lot of things that were on the expected lines, but more which weren't on the expected lines. I think the first talking point is that Mushir Khan, the younger brother of Sarfaraz Khan, was outstanding. He played that stupendous knock of 181 runs, powering his side to 321. So he scored way more than half the team's score. But more than that, his innings was exceptional. The shots he played, the technique he showed, the temperament he showed was simply outstanding. And I think this does call for him to get selected for India in the very near future. And probably we could see two brothers playing for India together after a very long time. Talking of the Indian opener Yashaswi Jaiswal, so far he hasn't looked impressive. We saw him in 2 innings and he has been disappointing. Rishabh Pant and Sarfaraz Khan didn't do well in the first innings, but they were good in the second innings in the sense that they were attacking, they were playing at strike rates of more than 100 and they looked comfortable, though they didn't score big again. Shubman Gill and KL Rahul too weren't impressive. KL Rahul in the second innings was okay, but I think he's played way below his potential. He's someone who can really do so much better. Even Shubman Gill is such a great batter, but we haven't seen that flair yet. I think what impressed me was Riyan Parag. I know he hasn't scored big. He hasn't done anything impressive as far as the scorecard is concerned, but something about him, the way his head position, the stance he takes, the way he hits the shots, the body position, everything is very impressive. And somewhere it makes you believe that he's going to make it big. It may take time, but he is really going to make it big and he could end up as one of the legends. I'm not even overstating, I'm not even overrating him. I really see a lot of potential, but it all depends on how much he makes it happen, how much efforts he puts in, because he really has potential. The way he hits the shots, it's so pleasing to the eye. No, when he comes to the front foot, when he goes for the 6, when he attacks, the balance he has, the head position he has, it's so firm. It looks a lot like Virat Kohli, to be honest. I think Akash Deep played very well. He scalped 9 wickets in that one test match. 4 wickets in the first innings, 5 in the second. And in the second innings, while batting also, he scored 43. So he's looked good. Then when we look at Akshar Patel, yes, the unsung hero of the T20 World Cup final. He's really rescued India during collapses, during those tough times. And here as well, his side was 48 for 6 when he came in, but he smashed a beautiful 86. What a brilliant knock it was, helping his team get to 164. Then I think Ruturaj Gaikwad is someone I rate very highly. There's a lot of injustice that's been done to him, no doubt about that. BCCI has done a lot of injustice to Ruturaj Gaikwad because he is simply the best young batter, I feel, in white ball cricket. But just because he doesn't have the flair, the PR that maybe a Shubman Gill does, he doesn't make it to the Indian side. That is the truth. But I think Ruturaj Gaikwad and Rajat Patidar, again, a very talented batter, excellent against spinners. They both have really disappointed me because first innings they didn't do well. Second innings, 46 and 44 respectively. Way lesser than what they are capable of. And it's not at all indicative of how great batters they are. I think Shreyas Iyer and Devdutt Padikkal looked good for the 54 and 56 that they scored. Shreyas Iyer, to be very honest, in my opinion, is not a fantastic test player. He scored 100 on debut, I know, but I don't think he'll have a lot of longevity in his test career. A very good ODI batter, no doubt about that. In T20s also, I think he could make a comeback for India, but in red ball cricket, I have my doubts. And Riyan Parag again looked good against India D as well, but yet again couldn't convert that start into a big score. I think Shams Mulani was impressive again. He's someone who's been doing the hard work for a few years now. He's been doing good in the domestic circuit, and he too should get an India call-up in the near future. Padikkal was again good. Devdutt Padikkal, he will have to up his game from where he is right now. He's looking good, he's playing well, but he has to get those stats the way Sarfaraz Khan did. He broke into the Indian team. Padikkal has to do something similar. And I think for India, a Pratham Singh, the opener, was outstanding. Tilak Verma at number 3 was brilliant as well. And I've written about Tilak Verma in the past also. I really see glimpses of Yuvraj Singh, vintage Yuvraj Singh and Tilak Verma. I think if he's given opportunities. Unfortunately, he missed out on the T20 squad for this World Cup. But I think Tilak Verma is a all-format prospect for India in the future. In my opinion, I think he can really be very, very good, very, very useful for India across all formats. Ricky Bhui was also excellent, and I'd like to see more of him. I think if we see him more in the domestic circuit, in the IPL as well, I hope, I think he could also come up as a good player. So in the second test also, Ruturaj played very well in both innings but missed out on his 100 in both innings. And I think Ruturaj Gaikwad, given the kind of competition he's facing and given the kind of talent he has, I think he deserved to get hundreds in both the innings. So he too has to up his game. He has to get those stats. There's no other way. He can't match the PR of these other stars. But what really made me very happy is that Kishan is back. With this 100, Kishan is back in the reckoning, and I have always found him to be very impressive, very talented, especially in the white ball format. A lot of things have happened, a lot maybe his fault as well, but I think he must be a long-term prospect for India in white ball cricket. He is outstanding. And in the end, Abhimanyu Easwaran, again someone who I think has been wronged by the Indian side a lot in the past. He travelled with the team for a couple of years, but for no good. He didn't get his debut, and even when the opening slot was available, there was a vacancy. KL Rahul, who was picked as a middle order batter, was made to open, but Easwaran wasn't handed a debut. So he continued to be with the team for a prolonged period of time, didn't get his debut, and was then dropped very abruptly. Easwaran smashed that 157. He's always been amazing, and it's unfortunate, and certainly it's injustice that's been served to him. He deserved to be part of the Indian 11 on many occasions in the past. But he's just 29. I hope he gets his due at the very earliest. We'll keep tracking the Duleep Trophy and getting back to you with updates. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.